how has Middle East corporate tax changed the role of tax leaders on a day-to-day basis?
Nowadays, tax leaders, they are the true business partners of the business. After this new regulation has come, tax is at the core of the business.
What have most teams, underestimated about corporate tax? What do you feel about it?
There are three components which I believe the people are underestimating about the new regulation. The first one is substance. Second thing is nature of activities, which is directly linked to the trade license. These two activities, in my opinion, are being underplayed by a lot many people.
Hello everyone, I'm Rashmi Rawat, your host for Middle East Tax Leaders Decision Series by Transformance. Today let's talk to Mr. Ashwani Baweja, who is a global corporate finance leader with 24 plus years of experience across the globe with different business environments. He leads corporate finance, governance, restructuring, and strategic initiatives at ETC Group, supporting operations across 50 plus countries. He works closely with CEOs, boards, and investors. So let's start the conversation with Mr. Ashwani Baweja. Welcome, Ashwani, to Middle East Tax Leaders Decision Series. So, Ashwani, as senior finance leader in this region, what is your first reaction to corporate tax announced in this region? Could you please let us know that?
Yeah. See, Rashmi, the way I look at the corporate tax, which has been announced in UAE recently, that it's a fundamental shift. The way businesses, we were managing the businesses in this region. It is not just about some new regulation has come. The way we live our lives here, the way we conduct our business, manage our books, accounts, cash flow. It's a fundamental shift of old life versus the new life, and the rules of the games have changed. It's significant transformation is happening at the business end as level.
Right. That's really a great point that you have mentioned that things are very different and yeah, tax leaders are looking forward for different things. I understand. So, as we have discussed that we are coming up with five major points. The first point is talking about the reality. So, the first question about reality is like, how has Middle East corporate tax changed the role of tax leaders on a day-to-day basis?
So it's very interesting discussion, Rashmi, I must say. The tax leaders now are beyond compliances. No more tax returns, somebody sitting at the corner filing the VAT tax returns the way it was handling, being handled earlier. No more that game. Nowadays, tax leaders, they are the true business partners of the business. After this new regulation has come, tax is at the core of the business. So
Right.
tax is the key value driver in today's scenario for the businesses in UAE, and it is beyond, how should I say, managing, kind of checklist for the businesses. It's much beyond maintaining a checklist. Today, the tax leaders, they are the true business partners. They help in businesses taking decisions because the rules of game have changed. It's no more, it's beyond just a compliance.
Right, that's a great point. So coming to our next point, risk and watch outs. So as a tax leader, as a financial leader, what have most teams, underestimated about corporate tax? What do you feel about it?
Okay. So here, Rashmi, if I look at, go back in my journey of UAE corporate tax, a couple of events or seminars I have attended, spent time with big fours, boutique firms here, a lot many tax leaders and MNC sales. I must say there are three components which I believe the people are underestimating about the new regulation. The first one is substance. Substance has always been there, but in my opinion, it was kind of being managed loosely by some corporates. So substance, in my opinion, is being underestimated by many people in this country. Second thing is nature of activities, which is
Okay.
directly linked to the trade license. Now, in this region, there are trade licenses which are issued to each and every legal entity, and there are list of activities which can be performed by them. It is very important whether whatever activities we are doing, they are being permitted by the trade license. And in case there is any mismatch, we can always get those trade licenses modified. Previously, these two elements, the first one I said substance, and second one is the trade license, which is the nature of activities. These two activities, in my opinion, are being underplayed by a lot many people.
Okay.
Third thing, which is the most important thing, in my opinion, is transfer pricing. The regulations have just been announced a few years back. I must say, pre-UAE corporate tax and post-corporate tax. There were a lot of flexibilities available in this jurisdiction. We do have flexibilities available even now as well, but now the flexibilities are coming with responsibility. So transfer pricing has become very, very important part of this region, which was not there earlier. I know for the multinational companies which are having the global footprint and having their offices in Dubai or any other Emirati in UAE, transfer pricing was always there. But all other big companies who are having presence across jurisdictions and related party transactions. So transfer pricing is something, in my opinion, people are underestimating the nuances of transfer pricing in this region.
Right. Very valid point you have brought up, Ashwani. So, coming to our third focus area, especially this is completely about focus that what should tax leaders prioritize immediately when it comes to a corporate tax? So, what should be the focus?
Sure. In my opinion, first most important thing is they need to upskill themselves. I have come across many tax professionals in this region who come from different countries, and they come to this country because there's a lot of business opportunities are coming up on account of new tax regime. They come here, try to catch hold of small clients that we will file your tax returns and all those things. In my opinion, this compliance on UAE corporate tax is beyond filing the tax return. So the first and foremost thing is that all these tax professionals, and I must recommend even for the finance leaders as well, they need to upskill themselves on UAE corporate tax and the transfer pricing regime. This is the most important thing. Second thing is that, in my opinion, it's very important to start with the early tax advice. We can uh, get in touch with any good tax advisor in this region, or if you're trying to build up your own tax function, that is much better. But timely and proactively tax advice is very important because the new law is coming. There are a lot of things need to be restructured or recorrected for this compliance. So tax advice, timely tax advice is very important. And third thing, which is getting overlooked is, and I think we need to spend more time, all the tax leaders and finance leaders, is that we need to educate all our business leaders. For finance guys, for tax guys, it is easy for us to adapt new regulations because that's how we have grown like that. But for the business leaders, it's a change management, in my opinion. We should spend more time in all our situations, respective circumstances. We should spend time with the business leaders and CEOs, make them understand what does this new law all about. New regulations have come. The fundamental shift has happened of the rules of the business have changed. The way we conduct our business, the way we manage our books of accounts. We used to book trades, cash flows, accounting, reporting. Everything has changed this region now, and the finance teams and tax teams cannot drive these changes without having the business guys sitting next to them. And that we can do only after we take them along, we align them, we engage them, we educate them what this law is all about. So this is something, in my opinion, if we really want to be successful in this journey, we really need to educate the business people as well.
So, coming to our next point, Ashwani, what practical examples you would like to give? Like, what one corporate tax mistakes you are seeing repeatedly happening?
Uh, I'll come back on my. I keep going to my favorite topic, which is the transfer pricing. I somehow strong believe that the leaders in this region and the tax professionals, uh, they're underestimating the importance of transfer pricing. When I meet with many colleagues, they say that we will handle transfer pricing as and when it comes. See, transfer pricing is, I must say, it's a rule of the game when you do with related party transactions, and the law require, and OECD also required, the transaction needs to be done at arm's length pricing, which means this TP needs to be implemented, needs to be executed when we are getting into transaction done. We
Right, right.
cannot rewrite our books of accounts 1 or 2 years down the line after everything has been done. So, in my opinion, when I meet a lot of professional colleagues, they are putting it kind of slow burner for them, that we will look at these things as and when it comes. But I have a strong belief that we need to start these things, transfer pricing, putting TP policies, OECD framework well in advance, because it's a long journey. It's a new thing which is happening for this region, and the change doesn't happen over the night. It takes time. So earlier we start, better for the businesses.
Right. So, Ashwani, we have talked about the reality, about the risk, about the focus which we need to look after, and of course, the practical example which you shared right now. But coming about the future, what do you think? How will expectations around corporate tax evolve in the next years?
Yeah. See, future will be very exciting. UAE corporate tax was announced. Then there were, and the law, when the law was announced, it was very simplified law when the regulations came. Then we got a lot of clarifications, cabinet decisions. We all evolved with a lot of clarifications as we proceed. Registrations happen, returns have been filed. So I must say, the stage one we have all crossed through. But recently, the QDMT, which is top-up tax, pillar to top-up tax, has been announced. In my opinion, the future is very, very challenging right now, because the cost of compliance is also increasing, and a lot of changes are happening in a 2 or 3 years of time. We will have to see how business margins, business models are able to adjust, and I must say, absorb this cost of compliances. It's a journey, in my opinion. It had to happen, and it is happening. It's just that the business models and the businesses and P&L needs to absorb the cost of compliances, because these TP compliances, QDMT, filing of returns, CBCR files, TP files, these are costly affairs. There are costs involved in compliances.
Right.
So this is something, in my opinion, we all going to see in near future. Second thing is the documentation, because after the first round of tax returns have been filed, very soon we will start receiving audits or queries or letters from the FTA. That is where the real challenge will come, which is, I must say, 2026 is all about documentation, making documentation on all your trades, businesses, trade licenses, all your agreements, SLAs, and TP documentations, and also maintaining the consistency for all the documents, because this is the first year. We need to be sure that whatever documents we provide or we have for all the transactions, we are able to substantiate, and we are able to maintain those documentation in a consistent manner. It's a journey. As I said earlier, things will not change over the period of things will not change over the night. It will take time for the businesses to evolve, and 2026 is going to be very challenging on documentations and cost of compliances.
Great. Those are really very great points. And thank you very much, Ashwani, for your valuable insights, your time. And it will definitely nourish the industry and to be future ready for the tax leaders and the upcoming ones. So thank you so much for giving your
Very
time.
much.